Right, good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing all right. So, we were having a bit of a talk earlier, and we had these pings, DPR, and you know what DPR means? It means a bigger updates on the horizon. So, as you can see here, I have the SteamDB Discord right here. It's been pinging me, and I always say, if you want to always be alert for any potential updates on the horizon for the likes of Counter-Strike, you have to have this all set up, and it's not hard. So, I've mentioned this in the past. Just go to SteamDB. Go to their page. You have to look here, Discord. Just go through this process. Don't worry. They're very reputable, very respectable. It's so helpful to have this all set up, all right? So it's just simply joining a Discord. You set up the ping roles. And when anything interesting for the likes of the games that you've requested appears, it will ping you. It will keep you up to date. CS goes down at the moment. And what it appears to be is that it's very likely the sudden end of the Paris 2023 sale. It's been 69 days, the exact same time as the Rio Major. I thought it potentially was going to be it, but no, it looks like it's matched up to Rio. So maybe on average from here on now, the sales are going to be just over 2 months now. Like, as in, that's it. That's the time frame. Every sale is going to last at least just over 2 months. So it didn't catch up with CS2, it seems. We're about to find out. We're about to see. But what we did do, chat, we just went ahead and we talked about basically what happened with the likes of Antwerp. Now, why do I bring up Antwerp? Well, we are a little bit hesitant for the amount of these that were bought. If you can remember Antwerp, when it was all said and done, when the sale was over and whatnot, there was a bit too many of them. And yeah, things were a little bit awkward. So, like, when the sale ended for this, whilst the prices initially did go up a fair bit, after a good day or so, it went back down and it went below the price it sold for in-game. Yes, we've discussed this already many times. Antwerp capsules weren't exactly doing super great. But then with the likes of the appearance of the Rio Major, once we noticed that we weren't getting borderless stickers again, they improved. And then, of course, when we had the likes of the CS2 beta earlier this year, well, things suddenly improved ever so greatly. Trust me, I was very, very happy about that. Oh, yes, I was. And I've talked about this already many times. So, anyway, back over to here. So, we are a little bit hesitant if we want to make any moves now, if we do see the surprise end of the sale. But overall, quite a lot of these were bought. But it doesn't matter if we do potentially see the likes of a CS2 public beta or the actual potential release in September time. There will be a lot of people playing the game. And I've said this many times already. If we go back over to here, look at CSGO right now. We've peaked in the past 24 hours about 1.3 million almost. And the all-time peak is just over 1.8. I wouldn't be surprised if we easily go over 2 million when we have the proper CS2 launch or public release to everybody. And it's expected that pretty much everything's going to go up in value because there's going to be a sudden increase for all the things, all the content. So perhaps this doesn't matter too much. There'll be enough demand to justify the amount, and then gradually, little by little, it all goes down, much like what eventually happened with the likes of all of this Antwerp stuff. And this eventually went up in price quite comfortably. And then there's also another thing that we should probably quickly show you. So, yeah, when new content appears, aka when a new major appears with new content, stickers, viewer passes, you get the idea. Obviously, we have the crash, wasn't very nice. But from here, this rock bottom price right here, to the current price we see of this now, it's basically doubled in price. So in the future, right, if you're worried about, capsules losing value, learn from this. See how this gradually rose back up in price. Could this happen with the Paris 2023 stickers when we see the appearance of the Copenhagen Major in 2024? And of course with the capsules and whatnot during its sale as well. So just take that all into consideration. You might potentially see the likes of these brand new, or currently newest capsules go down in price quite sharply. But they potentially will happily grow in the future. So this is something just to be aware of. So at the moment, we're just kind of sitting around waiting to see what's happening next. It's just localization. And yeah, we shall see. Paris is still on it. Really? Maybe there might be a little bit more. Maybe. Did we not even get an announcement or anything? because that was the other thing that we we're talking about. For the likes of Antwerp and Rio, we had a blog post, and it just quite literally said, hey guys, we're going to wrap up the sale in about a week's time, so jump in and buy some more capsules, please. And what is this update that we see here? Localization tokens for Premier Competitive have been added to CSGO. Wow, nice. It's not what we were hoping for. So, yeah, that's a fair bit awkward. Maybe this whole talk amounted to nothing. So I guess we'll just leave it for a little bit longer, see what happens. If nothing else happens, then, well, screw me then. So, yeah. All right, so we'll just keep at it. Let's see how much longer for any other news. And, yeah, other than that, thank you. And, yeah, let's keep an eye on this. Right, people, hey, how you doing? So, we waited a fair bit just to give you a good look at the time, and I was prepared. I always have my my session buddy here prepared, and I got everything all nice and neatly displayed. I was thinking, maybe, just maybe something might appear, maybe a brand new case. I was ready for it, but nope, that was not the case. As you look over to here, we have this right here. So, it looks like we potentially have an open beta now. So as long as you are a candidate, as in you can fit all the requirements here, I think it's very easy now to be able to play CS2. Now, if we just quickly look at this, we have a bit of a better presentation here. But yes, today we're updating CS2 Limited Test with a new map, Inferno, and the all-new CS rating. So yeah, you can read all of that yourself. Additionally, today, start the process of inviting as many eligible players as possible. So yes, this does sound like we're having a an open beta. I guess you could potentially say this is the best thing or the closest thing to public beta release. So more people are going to be playing this now. More people are going to see how good things look in game, and more people potentially going to be very happy this weekend because it's Thursday at the moment. Tomorrow we'll probably see a whole lot more people. And I did look in game real quickly. Paris 2023 still there. Diamond coin. Why does it remind me? But yeah, that's it. That's all the news we have. That's it. That was everything. That is everything. So there you go. I stayed up for this. I'm not mad. It was a good practice exercise, I guess you could say. Because like I said, I got this all prepared and ready. I got everything all nicely managed, well presented, and if it was a brand new case, I'd have been on that. I've edited this. I would have had my buy orders done. I had my prices all figured out. I was ready for this. If you aren't prepared like I am, you've got no good chance of potentially ever getting a good buy order down on the likes of a brand new CSGO case. I don't mean to sound mean about that, but I'm sure you can understand. So yeah, you've got to use the likes of Session Buddy to have this all nice and prepared, because all I had to do was just double click, wha-bam, and then I just had to use the Google Groups to just make it all nice and neat. You get the idea. So I had everything basically prepared, figured out. I was gonna just jump straight in when that new case could have been here, but nope, it's not. And yeah, it's not even the end of the Paris sale, which is a fair bit awkward. So it does look like we're going to have the Paris 2023 stickers potentially around whilst loads of people can currently play CS2. So, yeah, I guess this is the closest thing we can say to a public release, public beta release. And there is literally no mention of anything about the stickers. However, we were seeing a whole bunch of mentions, so you got to thank all these people on the likes of Twitter, like Aquarius and Game Follower, where both CSGO and CS2 DPR got updated. Of course, we just had this update here, but apparently there's mentions that Paris 2023 stickers potentially might be leaving soon. Surely we would have had an announcement today, but no. So I guess we're going to have the stickers around for a fair bit longer. And as we've already pointed out to all of you, it's basically perfectly matched up to Rio. And if it's not leaving today, this is the longest sale that we've ever had. Every day from here and now, it's it's the new record. So how long does it go on for now? I don't know. I do not know. So yeah, that's basically it. So chat, did you enjoy that? The disappointment. If it was just the sale, that's fine. Like, it means I don't have to buy order tons of things. But I guess when we have a proper release, we'll probably see a case come out with it. Because we are due for a summer case. Around last year, we had the recall case already in 2022. We haven't had anything for like, what, 7 months now since Revolution case? Yeah. So, got to be prepared. You've got to have your money nice and prepared and available. You've got to know how much you're going to offer. I always say at least $1 or at least €1. And then you've got to figure out how much you can afford, how many you can request. You've got to have that all nice and ready, because if you ain't prepared, you ain't getting anything, all right? So yeah, once we know the name of the case, just edit that, prepare it, and then attack. So chat, how do you feel? Are you upset? Where's my invite, actually? I didn't get an invite. Unbelievable. So yep, Paris remains for a little bit longer. Oh, what fun it is. And with that, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Put the effort in to be prepared, and you will definitely succeed, at the very least. Because I was making a bit of a fuss about this earlier. I put the effort in to be fast enough to put my buy orders down at a cheap price. And as you can see here, I've bought all these for 4 pennies each. It happened. It actually happened. So, there you go. What more can I say? It will happen eventually if you are fast enough. So yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me, and I greatly appreciate it. See you and goodbye. Whoa, hold on. Right, so we've got an extra little bit of interesting, tasty news. As you can see here, this video was only just uploaded to Valve's YouTube just minutes ago, and at the very end of the video, what you can see here is, what does it say? Counter-Strike 2, coming summer, oh, that's disappeared, back here, coming summer 2023. And you might sit there and say, but it's September now, surely it's too late. Well, technically speaking, in the USA, summer ends on the 23rd of September, which would mean, technically speaking, over the course of the next 3 weeks, we could potentially see the actual proper release of CS2 happening. Typical Valve, they leave it to the very last second. But it looks like this is like the final push. This is going to be the literal final bit of testing, and then that's it. CS2's finished. It's done. It's ready. It's shipped. Go. I mean, it's for free anyway, but you get the idea. So, all right. I think we can accept that. Now we have to be sitting around and waiting for the next 3 weeks. Doesn't that sound enjoyable? Hey, it is what it is. If you want to be first to potential new content, you've got to put the effort in. So yeah, that was just an extra little bit. And do not forget, you definitely 100% want to be part of this SteamDB Discord, because it's a game changer. You'll be constantly aware of all the new updates. And if there's a new case, you need that 100%. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely day, and you've got to prepare to stay up for quite a few nights if you're in Europe. It is what it is. See ya. Bye.